Hello and welcome. It's Carnage. Today we're going to be looking at snow serpents and some of the variations that I've come up with to make them look a little bit different. Let's go ahead and pull out one of the original mainline snow serpents. So obviously on the head sculpt here, we've got a couple of different looks that we can achieve with or without the goggles, or in this case, just moving the goggles up to his forehead so that they're not over his eyes, but more in the ready position, and that looks pretty good too. I think without the goggles, it's not the best look, so I've tried to avoid that. And the other thing that I've done here is I've given him an accessory from the Arctic Bat, which was this sniper rifle that originally was included an all-black version with Master of Disguise Zartan. Put this guy in focus. There we go. So I have to say that rifle is very tough to put into his hands in any type of a sniper position, but it does look good slung over his back, and we've got the strap that kind of goes over the fluffy snowy part. Looks really good. So in a more of a resting position, or walking or running, or even in the right hand, this accessory, which as I mentioned came originally with the Arctic Bat, really looks great for him and might actually be more appropriate for him. So that is one way to get those guys to stand out a little bit. Here, basically the same figure, and I've got the snowshoes on him, kind of help to keep him standing. And here we can see on the head sculpt, went ahead and put those goggles down over his eyes. Gives him a pretty cool look, in my opinion. Snowshoes, goggles down, and the Arctic sniper rifle from Arctic Bat. Pretty good look for snow serpents. I've got two that are going with that look currently. And of course, we also have the snow serpent with the anti-tank weapon, which we originally saw with bazooka, sort of a signature weapon, if you will, but still, I think it's one of the signature weapons that is somewhat appropriate to include with other figures. Certainly, the gray paint job helps to get this accessory in the right look for Arctic deployment. And this one's a little bit easier than that sniper rifle to put into his hands and get in a firing position. And here we've also got the deck, and it's a really good looking accessory. I'm sort of having trouble actually using it in action shots and getting these guys up in the air, but that's been something that I need to continue to work on solutions for floating, flying figures. Yeah, all right. Sticking with the main line and getting down to the last look of the main line is Timber, or should I say what's left of Timber. We have a cape as well as the headdress overlay for Timber. I mean, this has just got to burn up snake eyes, but what a intimidating look. Very warlike. He's definitely the chief. He's the boss. He's the officer. The guy who had the guts to literally gut Snake Eye's pet has got to be the number one guy in the pecking order. And he is the officer, the commander of my units. All right, and then I picked up two of the retro cardback snow serpents, and these also include the snowshoes. They are white as opposed to the light gray included in the mainline release, so a bit of a different color. Obviously, the web gear on the retro is a dark blue instead of a black, and I really like what they did with the goggles, sort of a iridescent light blue, and it really pops really looks Arctic. And his loadout, oddly enough, is Dusty's loadout. So he has the rifle, he also has the backpack. And I think that's a great touch too. I really like the color variations. I love this small backpack. It looks appropriate. It looks really good on the Arctic bat. And here I have my second Arctic bat and got him in the snowshoes and decided to leave the backpack off of him just to give some variant there, some variation. So those are my 6 snow serpents and what I have done to give them a little bit of variation. I'm curious how many you have in your collection. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.